there, this is Kevin with RogueDeckBuilder.com here with another game with Bug Immortal Servitude. This is a great hand, 4 lands, 3 black sources. Not going to mull this. We're on the draw, however. Going to go up against a Blood Crypt, so I'm probably thinking Jund since they didn't have a first turn play. Actually haven't faced... Yes, I have faced a Jund matchup with this deck. I've played this deck basically for the past day now, trying to perfect it. I made quite a few changes to the list. I've added to the sideboard, I've added abrupt, decay, and 4 duresses to deal with rest in peace, as well as took out a lot of things. I'll have to just show the updated list. There's been quite a few changes. One of the major changes is I've added a forbidden alchemy and a grisly salvage for more self-mill. And I've also added, or took out the strangleroot geists, and took out a hinterland harbor and a breeding pool for another drowned catacomb and another watery grave to kind of guarantee that I hit that third black source. And we don't need as many green now that we took out the strangleroot geist. I kind of do miss the strangleroot geist, but it's not necessary for this deck whatsoever. So right here, I'm actually going to throw out a blood artist. That way we can get some value out of this alchemist's apprentice when we decide to use it. We don't need to draw a card quite yet. We have all the lands we need. So I'm really liking this deck. The matchups that are hard for us, Wolfir Silver Smash can be a bit hard for us. Any deck with trample, like the Gorklan Rampagers or Rancors, can be a problem. But any other deck that relies on creatures, we can basically just chump forever. I'm okay with him miracling that. It's kind of a waste of a bonfire and a waste of a turn. So don't know why he chose to do that, unless he's got nothing else in his hand. I mean, he played the Caverns quite early. Yep, he's stuck on just 2 lands. So, wow, we draw into our Immortal Servitude. Looking good. Again, I'm just going to put a Blood Artist out and pass the turn to him. See if he gets his land, otherwise this is pretty much game. He'll be way too far behind to catch up. Appetite for Brains, he just completely misses. That's a horrible choice for a main board, in my opinion. It can hit Unburial Rites, I guess, which is a very popular deck right now, is either the Angel of Glory's Rise or the Angel of Serenity version of Unburial Rites, but he completely misses with that. This card misses versus Naya Blitz too. I don't know why you'd want a main board Appetite. Alright, cool. So we actually have a Grisly Salvage. I'm going to go ahead and Grisly Salvage right now. And we don't need anything here. We'll just take the Alchemist's Apprentice and throw these lands in the bin, because we have all the lands we need. And go ahead and cast an Alchemist's Apprentice. And yeah, this is game. He's stuck on his 2 lands. I hope he doesn't concede. Oh, there he goes. Yes, this might be a game here. I hope he doesn't concede, because you're going to see just how powerful this deck can be. So I'm going to be able to swing in here with an Alchemist's Apprentice. And we have just one creature in the graveyard right now, but we are going to have at least 2 more Alchemist's Apprentice in the graveyard, and I'm going to flashback a Tracker's Instinct this turn as well. So I'm going to go ahead and attack with the Apprentice. Sack it to see what we draw into. Grisly Salvage is great, so now we can actually do a Grisly Salvage and a Tracker's Instinct. I think that's actually better than casting an Alchemist's Apprentice. So we'll Grisly Salvage probably for a land here. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take the... Well, either one of these are fine, but we're going to go ahead and take a Drowned Catacomb. And also flashback this Tracker's Instinct. And we miss with everything, so that's... Wish I would have done in the opposite order, then we would have actually been able to grab a land the second time around, but that's fine. We have a bunch of creatures in the graveyard here. Might actually even want to... I won't go off one... I won't hold back one more turn, because I might as well use... I have double Immortal Servitude, so I might as well use them. Especially if he makes me sack a creature here. Anything he does here is horrible. That's fine. I'll definitely sack my Blood Artist here. Alright, cool. I'm okay with that, so now we get them all back. So I guess I do have some options here. We could play an Elvish Visionary and an Apprentice, but what I'm going to end up doing here is just Immortal Servituding, and then when he makes it discard a card, we can discard an Elvish Visionary or an Alchemist Apprentice. So go ahead here, Immortal Servitude, 4/2. And hit everything back again. Hopefully hit some stuff with this. Do hit a Grisly Salvage. Alright, we hit our land drop this turn, right? We did play a drowned catacomb, so no point in sacking the Alchemist Alchemist Apprentice. As we can kill Liliana next turn when we swing in. Completely pointless if they activate this -2 ability, as I will just ditch a Blood Artist. Actually, no, because a Blood Artist... Well, yeah, we'll ditch a Blood Artist. That's better than Elvish Visionary or Apprentice. The cool thing is we can Grisly Salvage next turn as well. And hit our land drop, hopefully, and then we can actually cast the Grisly Salvage and the Immortal Servitude with hopefully more cards in the bin. At this point, I don't even know if I care about killing Liliana. In fact, maybe that was the... No, I don't have a sack outlet yet. That's what I'm missing. And here comes that annoying Huntmaster, so I'm not actually even going to be able to kill Lily this turn. She's not a threat, though. But we could actually ping her down for 1, and maybe I will do that. So attack in with all of them, make him block. He'll block the Visionary and the Apprentice, I'm pretty sure. Alright, so we did miss our land drop, so I don't know if it's actually worth it to try to Grisly Salvage for a land. We could just miss completely, but I think that will be the better play. I'm going to attack in here with these 3. Get Lily down to a 1. Get 2 more creatures in the bin. Go ahead and sack this guy. Unfortunately, can't divert the loss of life to Lily, but at this point it doesn't really matter. We're just going to kill him here with the Blood Artist triggers. Let's see if we can actually do it, because we'll have 3 Blood Artists, but we won't have enough Apprentices to actually... So there's a Alchemist Apprentice in the graveyard and a Blood Artist. A lot of options here, actually. Immortal Servitude is actually quite weak because there's only 2 creatures in the graveyard now. So right now we are just going to go Visionary, see what we draw into. Oh, still in the end of combat phase. So Visionary, see what we draw into. There's our land. We could actually Immortal Servitude, but it'd be pointless. And I think I'm actually going to Forbidden Alchemy here. Or Grisly Salvage is fine. We'll spend our mana more wisely though. And Forbidden Alchemy. Nah, I'm just gonna. This is how we're gonna do it. Just gonna Alchemist Apprentice and good old Alchemist Apprentice. And this should be pretty much game here, especially since he got rid of his Thragtusk. But 2, 4, 6, 8 off the triggers of Blood Artist. If we can, we actually need to draw into a sack outlet, but 2, let's see, 2, 4, and then get them all back. 3, 6, 9. So that's 13 damage next turn. We're sacking the sacking the Alchemist Apprentice, Immortal Servituding back to get 3 more Alchemist Apprentice and another Blood Artist, and then yeah, that's basically what we need to do. It doesn't matter what I discard here. I'll discard a Grisly Salvage. And he discards a Thragtusk, so that means he didn't hit a land. So it is game next turn. Unless he lets his Huntmaster flip, but he's not going to. Unless he gets it. Let's see, Rakdos Return for 2 doesn't actually do anything. Oops. as we are going to be able to Immortal Servitude here. So I'm liking this deck versus Jund. This seems like a better built Jund than one of the other videos that I had. And I guess I could have drawn cards there too for Rakdos' return to actually get rid of worse cards. But I'm okay with hitting a land drop. And we can swing in with everything. Doesn't even matter though here. We'll just swing in. We'll just swing in for everything. He can block 2 of them. Sure, he'll block a Visionary and an Apprentice. And then we'll Immortal Servitude for the win here. Yeah, that's actually the smarter blocks. So sack it. And sack it. Let's go ahead and yield these triggers. Okay, he's down to a 6, and Immortal Servitude wins us the game. So the apprentices come back in. Target whatever. Just go ahead and sack. And there we go. Turn 8, he scoops. Alright, cool. So here you get a look at the sideboard, the updated changes. Added 4 of Abrupt Decays for the Rest in Pieces. Added 4 of Duresses for the Rest in Peace. Not of the Bone against the incredibly aggressive aggro decks. I could actually do one more Not of the Bone instead of a Skir's Deck High Priest. It is pretty good. I took out a Sever the Bloodline. I'm just playing a 1 of Sever the Bloodline. And that I think is going to come in this matchup. There is problematic cards like Olivia. So I don't think Abrupt Decay comes in, but I do believe that Duresses come in. I don't think Skir's Deck High Priest comes in either. I don't think Gnaw of the Bone comes in. So maybe even Tragic Slip doesn't come in. I'm just going to go for the Sever the Bloodline. And the Black Cats are good. The Ravenous Rats are good. The Blood Artists are fine. I'm gonna take 1 Bloodthrown Vampire down and 1 Immortal Servitude down. And I'm gonna take a Grisly Salvage and a Tracker's Instinct and a Forbidden Alchemy out and call this good. So we're going to try to hit, I don't think he's got, Ground Seal doesn't affect us because we don't target anything in the graveyard, except with our Snapcaster. Tormod's Crypt does hurt us, but we got the dress for it, and Abrupt Decay is too slow for Tormod's Crypt a lot of time anyway. And I think we're Deathrite Shaman, could be a problem, but I'm not going to bring in Abrupt Decays just for that. I mean, Abrupt Decay does hit Lily, but Lily kind of helps us. So I think this is good. Really liking this deck. I've seen that Travis Wu has actually built a deck. I don't know if he actually saw my version, and I'd like to think that I'm popular enough that the pros actually see my videos and brew off of it. But he's actually created a, I think it's a 4-color list with throwing white in for Fate's Reward. And I guess Cartel Aristocrat's a little bit better than Bloodthrown Vampire. But basically, kind of the same. He's playing 3 Immortal Servitudes and 4 Fate's Reward, and using the enchantments that come into play, like the enchantment that comes into play and gains 2 life, and then you can add an extra color of any mana to your mana pool. It's kind of like the new Wild Growth. And also the Abundant Growth he's playing that draws a card when you cast it, and then you can tap a land for any color mana. And then he's using the Ghost Quarters to kill his own lands, and so it kind of works like the old eggs. I'll have to build it here and show you how it works. It's kind of cool, but it's basically the same shell that I'm running with the Visionaries, the Augur Boluses. I think Augur Boluses are bad in that particular matchup, as there isn't the only instances and sorceries you can actually hit are Immortal Servitude and Fate's Reward. So it's a lot less targets than what I have here. This is definitely a keep hand. So anyway, we'll build that. I'll build that right after and show you exactly what he's playing with the Faith Reward deck, and see if it actually. I don't think it would work as good as this. I mean, it's a cool concept, but I think it just gets more clunky by adding 8 enchantments and Ghost Quarters and all that kind of stuff. Just leads for some very bad draws. But I mean, you do get to fix your mana with those enchantments, and the Ghost Quarters are cool because you destroy 2 lands that come back into play untapped. You might be able to go off in theory when you do have 4 mana with a Faith Reward. Like I said, I'll have to try it out. Alright, leads off with the Woodland Cemetery. No Deathrite Shaman first turn. Great. We will lead off with our tap land. Got our 4 black sources. Awesome. Got our green source. See what comes down now. Probably a Farseek. And he did have to mulligan to 6, so we're in very good shape. So Duress misses. Completely misses. So bad luck for him. Duress isn't a very good card versus us either. I guess it can take out Immortal Servitude, but a lot of times we dig for it. And I did go down to 3 of them. And I got Snapcaster to snap it back. So, in all honesty, I wouldn't be surprised if he just concedes here. But, because he's down to 3 cards and an Arbor Health. Wow, yeah, he's in bad shape. No red so far. We're drawing into lands pretty bad, though. I'm going to go ahead and put this Woodland Cemetery out. And I'm going to augur here, because we do need to hit a instant or sorcery to help fill up our graveyard. And we miss. I'm great at missing with these augurs. I guess I only have 3, 4, 5, 6. I have a lot of instant sorcery, actually. The 4 Duresses and the Sever. And I believe 7 more. So I have 12. That's not too bad for augur to hit. And it's a 1/3 body. Probably could have sided it out versus this matchup, as we don't need to be protecting its hyper aggression. Is a Huntmaster going to come out here? Let's see. A Slaughter Games naming Immortal Servitude. That can actually beat us. Let's see if he gets Immortal Servitude, or let's see if he gets Blood Artist. That can be very problematic, actually. Okay, he chooses Blood Artist. That we do have a better win condition now with the Blood-Thrown Vampire, which we do have in our hand. And so hopefully somehow we can get through that. Duress is very good for Slaughter Games. It's annoying when they do have this. He only has 1 card in hand, though, so hopefully we can beat him down with Blood-Thrown Vampire and bring everything back with Immortal Servitude. Just get card advantage on him, and hopefully get the Sever to sever any sort of threat that he brings out. So we can definitely still beat him down here. That's a good draw. I am going to Duress him, see what else he has. Too bad I didn't have this last turn to get rid of that Slaughter Games. See if it's another Slaughter Games. Abrupt Decay, good. So we get rid of Abrupt Decay. He's got 0 cards in hand now. I'm actually going to put out a... Yeah, I'm going to put out an Apprentice. Tap my lands right. So we need a blue for it. And swing away with the Augur Bolas. So I don't know if I want to go for the beatdown here, if I do want to draw a card. I guess we don't need to draw a card right now. We can wait till next turn to do that. Down to 15. 1 card. Just hoping not a Huntmaster. That's not good when it's... See if it's another... Olivia. Okay, now we really need to draw into a Sever. Otherwise, this is going to be game, even with the miss with the Duress. And yeah, Slaughter Games really does screw this deck up, too. Alright, Alchemist Apprentice, Alchemist Apprentice. So we will sack this. There's Forbidden Alchemy. I think we do cast it here. We do need to hit that Sever, the 1 of Sever that's left in the deck. I did include more Severs for Olivia. Well, Immortal Servitude by far is a better card here. This will get back our Alchemist Apprentices. And hopefully we can filter to find that Sever the Bloodline and maybe get back in this game. But Thragtusk are really going to get him back in this game too. And so is Huntmaster. And if that's the case, if a Huntmaster comes down right here, we might just be dead. Slaughter Games. Let's see what he names here. So he drew into both his Slaughter Games. I might just concede if it is a... He does take my Immortal Servitude. He didn't see that I grabbed an Immortal Servitude. I could still win with a Blood-Thrown Vampire. It'd be very iffy, though. Yeah, Immortal Servitude out. So, again, we're just going to have to win just trying to get into that Sever the Bloodline, kill the Olivian, hopefully just ping him down 1 damage at a time. I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't even attack here. He just needs to stabilize. Okay, so he does. Wishing I would have the strangleroot geists in this, as it would give me a haster. Ha! Drew into the Sever the Bloodline. Look at that. I'm a pro, right? So no reason to play this like this. We will go ahead, ping him down for 1. It's be amazing if I actually pull this off. Sever away the Olivia. And Let's see. Brick on a land. Gonna make me sack a creature. Each player discards a card. I believe I discard vampire. And yeah, that's right. He has no cards in hand, so he's top decking pretty well. That's annoying. And I think I'm actually gonna keep this land up to because we can play everything out here. I'm gonna attack Olivia down, or Liliana down. Do I care about Lily? I don't know if I do. And we'll play both of these. Alchemist's Apprentice. Have a hard time seeing us get out of this as he did get both of our combo pieces. So he's gonna each of us discard a card, but we're out of cards here. I'm gonna swing into her again. Next turn. Annoying. Gonna absorb a ton of life here. Thragtusk, of course, gets him back in the game. Huntmaster gets him way back in the game. We've got some card advantage with Forbidden Alchemy here. Go ahead, I'm gonna swing in. And I might just actually want that Arbor Elf dead. So if he does block an Alchemist's Apprentice, I think I might call it good. See what he does. Okay, no blocks, so Lily goes down to a 1. And we can Forbidden Alchemy at the end of turn. So he's breaking on lands here. Now I'm not too worried about Liliana, actually. Maybe I should just start pinging him down. No, I think I will kill Liliana off next turn. Definitely the Elvish Visionary. Replaces itself. Don't need the Duress. Don't need the other Forbidden Alchemy. We're just going to beat him down with 1/1s. And now if he blocks an Apprentice, I can just kill it off. So Lily's dead. Cast a Tracker's Instinct. There's our Blood Throne. I think that is actually a bit more of a threat. Cast it. Cast the Visionary. And let's hope he doesn't Bonfire off the top here. Don't even know if I even care about casting Grisly Salvage at this point, as I'm down to 25 cards. So hopefully... okay, that's fine. I don't care about that. He can kill off one guy, but Olivia's just getting severed next turn. So what's he gonna... no matter what he actually tries to ping down, I just sack it to the Vampire. So I just sack a Visionary to the Vampire. And yeah, my guy's fine. So hopefully I can actually kill him here. Well, no, because I won't be able to cast anything after I sever off his Olivia. So go ahead here and sever off the Olivia. Tack in for 4, get him down to 10. Teach him for slaughter games me. No Thragtusk. Come on, land. Just land. So I'm out of severs. I'm really out of any way to get rid of his guys, but I am up to the point where Bloodthorn Vampire is incredibly powerful. That's annoying, but it will actually help me ping him down. And he has to block my Bloodthorn Vampire next turn. Not quite. Doesn't quite have to block my Bloodthorn Vampire next turn. But if he doesn't, he's in bad shape. So I'm going to get some card advantage here. Definitely cast these guys. Hopefully grab another creature. Snapcaster, is there anything in here? I could Snapcaster Duress. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to Snapcaster and see what's in his hand. See if this actually works here. I'll be... Ooh, yeah, look at that. Got his murder. He's probably raging right now. Cast this augur. Now he does have to block my Bloodthorn Vampire. We'll grab a grisly salvage. That's fine. Swing away. So yeah, he's got to. So 2, 4, 6. He doesn't block. Is he joking? He doesn't block. Okay, it's over. No cards in hand. Yeah. So there's 5, 6, 7, 8. He's dead. So yep, turn 10. We kill him even with getting both of our kill combination slaughter gamed. Embarrassing for him. We beat the Jun. Very fun, exciting matchup. I enjoyed it. I hope you guys did too. I'm gonna actually play this in a tournament. I'm gonna try to queue up in a standard tournament. I think we have this deck almost geared to where it's tournament worthy. Like I said, I'm gonna build that eggs, is what they're calling it, the standard eggs version, the Fates Reward version of this, to see if it actually works pretty cool. Anyway, this is Kevin from RogueDeckBuilder.com. Thanks for watching.